Yo, what's up, chat? Hello, hello. It's been a while since we last played together or seen each other. Festival's ending soon. Oh, yes, I gotta go grab those too. I can't forget to do that. Can I go to my map, please? I can't select a destination. We're trapped in orbit. No, game. What are we doing? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. What do we got for challenges? Ingredients gathered. I'm not doing that. I can do that. And I can do that. I'm gonna be real, I didn't even do last week's. What do we have in the bright shop? Okay. Fighting a lion and the majestic whiny. Alright. Make sure you guys can hear my D2 audio. Yep. I gotta play around with my audios at some point, because it's like, holy moly. We're gonna go ahead and grab our things from our characters, get our final class item of the week, see if hopefully we can pull. Now, chat, I don't know if you guys have paid attention to the stream title. But, besides getting the new thing for today, unless it got postponed, we will be... I have new emotes hiding in here somewhere. Your objective is to find them. One of them is already unlocked to you. But to unlock the other two, that is up to you to find out. I'm gonna give you guys the options that you gotta, to the way to find them. I'll give you big hints, actually. One of them can be done by doing a certain action in Twitch. One can be if it's gifted to you, or You pull it from a loot box from using your points. Unless you get a random one from redeeming your points. That's the only hints I'm gonna give you. Go. Oh wait, I'm doing this wrong, Sam. Go to here. Yep, there you go. Then climb up. Alright, now swap characters. Ugh. Warlock, okay, yep, Titans, go there, then Tower. Let me do the next GM. Speaking of GMs, what is the Grandmaster this week? Oh, Heist Battleground Moon. So it's the... Oh, that was not that bad. I don't think, to my knowledge. I'm gonna stay up to date with Bungie here on Twitter to see what's going on. One hour, yep. Why is that in there? I'll speak to her and figure this out. Changing characters on the final one. And Tower I go. Alright, better climb up here. Alright. Change tunes. Go back to our warlock. Let's go see what we get. And if not, it is what it is. Alrighty, back to tower. Go to Eva. Monte.
The Festival of the Lost will end next week. This is your last chance to collect masks and eat your fill of candy. Are you sick from all the sugar yet? Maybe, maybe not. But make the most of this time while you have it. And if you have not visited Eris lately, perhaps you should pay her a visit. She has a special fondness for this holiday.
Visit Eris Morn? What does she have there? What do you mean by that? Alright, let's see what we get from this. No, come on. You're trolling. Why? You're trolling. I've already gotten that roll. Ugh. Man. Alright.
The traveler will see us through this.
Why'd she say to visit Eris, though, on the moon? I wanna...
Has something been chewing on these? There is war. You have faced the Hellmouth and lived.
What champion mods do we have in here? Anti-barrier, unstop. Okay. I got unstop on. Someone has anti-barrier, so that's all we need. I need to check Twitch and make sure Bungie is live. What is the GM weapon this week anyway? Very curious now to that question. It's the glaive again? For an adept? Oh, it's plug 1. I haven't seen the linear in such a long time, bro. Fire team is open, okay. There's one. I gotta work on this seal. I haven't done a solo attempt in so long. I gotta get commendations as well. Trying to get us one more before we start this GM. Come on. I know someone out there wants to join the Grandmaster. Yeah, there we go, finally. Alright. Let's hit it.
Alright, Guardian. This is a smash and grab.
Oh, it's this
Smash
one.
hive,
Oh
grab
yeah.
mine.
And live to tell
This isn't gonna take. Yeah, this is pretty easy. Polaris Lance. I haven't seen anybody use that in forever. Alright, nice. We can use our abilities again. That's scary. Did you guys see those meteors? That was scary. He's got him, back up, back up. Watch out for the balls. Yep, there you guys go. Nice.
And setting that perimeter tower to friendly. You're welcome.
Zivu Arath moves in the open, but I worry we are missing a piece of our enemy's plan.
Maybe for now, but we'll have a war mind up and running soon. If anyone can outmaneuver Zivu Arath, it's Rasputin. in and I'll get that door open again.
Oh, man. Yep, priority target's frozen. Watch out. I'm backing up. Bingo. Okay, I just got one shot. Get me up and then I can help annihilate the champions. Nice, let's pick up heavy. I only needed special ammo there, but very nice. Oh, their live stream is up. Go get this up. And running. Refresh my Twitch.
Vault security re-up. You know what to do, Guardian.
Oh my lord. Break that final seal. Open it up. Nice.
Vault open. All right, Malahayati, here we come.
Hold on, Malahayati. Sam's gotta cue the actual music from the Bungie live stream. Initiate. He's immune. Here we go. Next priority objective, charge the batteries. Let's go. Get the first one in. Go get the second. Oh my god. Watch yourself, you're tethered. Get me up. Cannonballs, watch out. Get that last one dunked. And it's damage time. Well, that's perfect. I got nanites on them. I'll get his res. Stay alive. Oh. Ten minutes. Look for boss. And then when we get out of this. There he is. Shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. Kill him here and now. Here and now. We're done.
How long has our moon been overrun by vermin? Is the city this weak?
The hive aren't so easy to root out. It's been tried.
Then destroy the moon. I could have replaced it with a singularity or a station to maintain tidal gravity. There are options here.
I've seen firsthand the brashness of Golden Age humanity. Odd that the collapse didn't humble you at all. It is better to keep the hive concentrated in one place. Show
Yep,
them
T
they are
minus
threatened,
10 minutes.
and they will
Let's get out of
soon
here.
make obvious
Get
their
the stream
plans.
loaded up. Now that we got that done. Wait a minute. I want to check something. So if we click on Grandma... Oh, wait, because I'm already all caught up. Right. Right. Okay. If chat says something about the things being bugged and doing something crazy, then we'll do it. But other than that, we'll be fine. Okay, let's stay in orbit. Put you on the big screen. And here we go. Let's change that quality, shall we? Let's get that up to 720. Five minutes. Oh my lord. Okay, what does it say? Pinned? At least 15 minutes, and then we get the emblem. Okay. I'm probably gonna log out of the game, so that way I know I can claim this reward today. Okay, we got almost everything done in here. So I'm not too worried about seasonal challenges today, because these are... I can always get these later. And if not, I'm not worried about it, because we got over, like... How much bright dots? Yeah, like 47,000. Yeah. Oh, come on, Act 2. Please give me my activity. I want to see what it is. I'm hoping to God this is what we get on Tuesday, because I'm excited. 2 minutes. Let me see. For this next 2 minutes, make sure the audio is loud enough for you guys. This is important. My channel. Yep, okay. Remember, Sam, no talking throughout the stream. Only give your little thoughts in there and then, and that's about it, because I don't want to interrupt things for Bungie. I'm excited, but I'll have some jaw-dropping moments. That's all I'm going to say. Ooh. T-minus 1 minute. Here we go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's good to see all Guardians. My name's Andy. I work here at Bungie on the social media team, and we're coming to you live here from beautiful Bungie HQ in Bellevue, Washington, with an awesome show. I'd like to tell you a little bit about what's to come with Act 2 of episode Revenant. But as usual, worry not. You're not going to just have to sit here and listen to me tell you all about it. We have some fine folks here from the Bungie development team to give you some of the finer points about what we're going to be looking at today. So, without further ado, I bet we go ahead and just dive on into the stream and get this moving along, because there's some cool stuff to show you. Starting with a man that you may know very well. If you've joined us for our Into the Light streams, you've seen him in action before and played his content as well during that time. Associate designer here at Bungie, Noah Lee. How's it going, Noah?
Hey, we haven't seen you in a while.
I'm very excited to show off this Act 2 activity. I don't want to spoil too much. We'll get into it.
Yeah.
But I'm excited, so hopefully players will be excited too when we show it off.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait. But before that, for anyone who may not have met you in our past streams, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yeah, so I, as an activity designer, you know, it's in the name. We make the activities that players play. And generally, everything that players interact with when you load into an activity is something that activity design has touched, whether that be the enemies, the faction you fight, like the encounters, the exact tasks that we're asking you to do, all the way to the objectives and directives, and just general the activity flow.
Nice.
We care a lot about all that, and there's a wide amount of activity designers doing a wide amount of content.
Yeah.
I have the pleasure of being the Act 2 content for
Very exciting. So not just Atlanta where the players play, but Destiny 2 as well.
Exactly. You know I'm from Atlanta, right?
No, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. I was just trying to make a reference that aged me. That's very cool. Also, next to him as well, we're being joined for the first time by Associate Weapons Designer, the one and only Mr. Taylor Bjorndal.
Oh
Taylor,
my
how's it going today, man?
It's going great. Good to be here.
For those who may not have met you or don't follow you on Twitter or aren't in part of your raid group sitting right next to you, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here at Bungie?
Yeah, Taylor Bjorndal, Associate Web Designer. Been around at Bungie for quite a while, but somewhat new to design. This is my first release as designer. I did some work on the dungeon set for other weapons, and the Splicer and Garden Reprises, and then a bunch of exotic changes.
Big fan of
Excited to talk
the
about
Splicer. So thank you for all your hard work on the Splicer stuff. And then next to him, a man that needs no introduction, a friend to all Guardian kind, but we're still going to introduce him anyway. Global community lead here at Bungie, Mr. Dylan Gaffner. Dylan, how's it going, man?
It's going great. I'm awake.
Oh
Yeah,
my
bit of an
god,
early morning
DMG!
Yeah, but it was a nice early morning.
Oh
Yeah,
my
thanks.
lord,
This
we
is
get
gonna
to
be a good
see him on
start.
stream
and
today?
I'm very glad you're here. For those that may not already be following you on Twitter
Man.
or haven't heckled you in the very same avenue for anything recently, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here at Bungie?
My god.
Yeah, I'm the guy that says we're listening. Ultimately, work with the community team, do a lot of the strategizing, looking at the forward-facing comms and all that, but then work with our community folks, our player support folks, and see what we can talk about when and work with these guys to get all the goods out and the comms straight. So.
Yeah. Huge shout out to your compatriots on the community team, to Cosmo, to Bruno, to David, the whole crew.
Alex, Eduardo as well.
Thank you. That's right. Lest we forget. All right. So we have a lot of stuff to go ahead and move along into. I vote we go ahead and start with you, Noah. Before we dive into the gameplay, just very briefly, we're now about to arrive in Act 2 of Revenant. Can you tell us a little bit about Act 1 and what got us to where we are today?
Absolutely. So as players know, we were tracking down House Salvation on Europa, and we ended up discovering that Fickrel has found a paracausal echo, and he's able to make newly Revenant Scorn from living Elixni as opposed to dead Elixni.
Yeah.
So we went across the system, freeing Elixni from the onslaught. The onslaught of Scorn hordes and, disrupting the Revenant Scorn nest all across the system. Now we're hot on Fickrel's trail, and we found our way back to the reef. So, some Destiny players that maybe have a longer tenure might have an idea of what Fickrel might be interested in terms of found system stuff.
Very interesting, which I will say, very conveniently, excellent segue, thank you.
I
leads us
freaking
to
knew
our
it,
first batch of
boys.
gameplay.
Exactly.
Freaking
For,
called
again,
it.
The Destiny vets out there, the Destiny 1 players who may be still with us as well, myself included, we are returning to an activity that's been reprised from the Destiny 1 days.
Absolutely.
Noah, can you tell us what we're getting into
My
here?
God.
You said returning. I'd like to say this activity was reimagined.
Yeah.
Instead of it being the Prison of Elders from Destiny 1, this is now a Tomb of Elders. This activity specifically is Contest of Elders, actually. Now, I'm going to want the fire team to hold up a little bit because I want to describe it a little bit for the audience.
Excellent.
So if those who are familiar with things like Deep Dives or The Coil and Riven's Lair from Season 23, this is a similar kind of activity where it's a longer tail, more roguelite activity. One of our design tenets was we wanted to make it as variable as possible. And we'll go into a lot of what makes it as variable as it is. But in general, it follows a lot of the beats from Prison of Elders and Destiny 1, which is, you go to arenas, complete encounters, and all this while the spooky, scary warden is kind of in your ear, kind of egging you on.
Yeah.
Instead of it being Varix, it's the warden servitor.
Oh.
And players are trying to placate this warden rather than rebel against him. So the more you do that he says, you'll actually get more loot, and we'll go into that a little bit more in the future.
What?
Excellent. A lot of chances to test out your Varix impressions, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we'll hear a little.
Oh yeah, give it time. We'll get
Ooh,
there,
that's a
absolutely.
new UI.
So let's go ahead and kick things off. So with this, was it basically just bringing back kind of the activity from Destiny 1, same races, same bosses and everything? Or
Absolutely.
you guys
Do I
are
recognize that room? I
think
feel
the
like
key
I've
that I was really
seen
excited
that
about
room.
was, I had a rule which was we want to keep the best parts of Prison of Elders that people love, the most iconic aspects. So, things like Dismantle Mines. We might have some fan favorite Taken bosses and other bosses that people remember.
Yeah.
But the main thing was being able to modernize it to not only the new Destiny sandbox that we have, but just the new vibe. We're in a vampire hunter season.
Yeah.
Why not go back to the derelict Prison of Elders and hunt more vampires?
Yeah.
And like you said about factions, in the old Prison of Elders, it was the Fallen, the Cabal, the Hive, the Vex.
Okay.
We don't have the Vex anymore. It's the Dread now, being led by some Taken forces.
Very cool.
Instead of the regular Cabal, we have the Shadow Legion. Instead of normal Hive, we have the Lucent Hive, and we have the Revenant Scorn instead of the Fallen. So we kind of changed up all the races, and you'll be able to see it. It's really apparent when you go to their arenas since they're all themed based on the races.
Yeah. So I'm going to bug you about bosses soon, but can you tell us just a little bit about what we're seeing here, whether it's the modifiers or anything like that? I noticed there's obviously a lot of chances to test your skill here against the modifiers you guys have put in.
Oh, yeah. So we, for those who are familiar with the Legacy Prison of Elders, there were a bunch of modifiers that were on a rotation. Some were kind of beneficial, like Solar Burn, where it was like the enemies give you damage, but you can kind of deal some. In this, all of them are not beneficial to you. And actually, as a quick segue, we see
Hive Guardians
there. He was an old Destiny 1 Prison of Elders boss, a legacy boss.
Yeah.
And he's come back as a Lucent Hive Guardian, and we got some other few bosses who have come back from the grave.
Yeah. I mean, given that he's no longer just a Hive Knight, he's got both the big shields and everything. He's ready to go ahead and be brought back with the power of the light.
As we just
some
saw,
new
we
challenges.
have some UI too that we were able to bring back from the Legacy Prison of Elders. Every time you get a new modifier, it appears on the screen in the middle of the screen, and you're able to be like, oh, it's Chill Touch or it's Counterfeit. Because we have some of the new modifiers that were in episode Revenant that are in here. We got Counterfeit. We got Haste. We got Brawn, if people have had experience with that, and a few other things like Chill Touch, Scrapper. Grounded, a few other things that kind of rotate around.
A lot of opportunities to get good.
Yeah, opportunities to run around, grab your ammo, and then turn out it's a bomb. Oops.
I love that one. That's one of my favorite perks, actually.
That never happens to me all the time. No,
Open
no,
up.
all right.
It's really nice that it pops up. Though.
Yeah,
I didn't
chill
know
touch
you
right
can-
there.
Yeah, I want to
know
shout
what you're
out.
getting into.
I want to
Wait,
shout out our
this-
engineering team for being able to bring this in, and our UI team for kind of everyone came together and had a strike force so that we could bring this back. It was no small feat,
Oh my
but I'm glad it
God.
works, as we intended
Yeah.
it to.
No, we appreciate it. As someone who intends to spend a ridiculous amount of time in here, thank you, and yours for your hard work.
Scorn explosives.
So kind of wanted to talk about one more thing
Yeah.
in terms of how this activity is structured.
Yeah.
I'd say it's very close to Riven's Lair. For those who remembered, Riven's Lair, you kind of had a trap room, then an encounter, then another trap room, then a boss. And this is slightly more
Okay.
action focused. So we have, as we saw, that cryopod encounter first. Then you'll have a faction encounter. It'll take you to a random arena throughout the prison. It's still shaped like the spokes, like in the original Prison of Elders. Then you'll have a short traversal section, and then you'll have a boss. And then after that, you will get pulled into the warden's office and get your loot, and then run around the loop again.
Yeah.
In every single encounter, you're going to have a challenge, and for bosses specifically, you're going to have a critical objective, and that kind of all goes into like this in-activity reputation system that's called the Warden's Judgment. When you read the rules, for all my players who like to read, you can see what that is, but I know people don't read, so I'm going to try to explain it the best I can.
Why were you staring right at me when you said that? That's so weird.
I don't read either.
Okay. All right,
I literally will look at it and I'll be like,
I'll figure
launch.
It out. Yeah.
So the Warden's Judgment is a pretty simple but kind of complicated mechanic we have that's meant to address some of the feedback that we've gotten from the coil specifically. So for those who are very experienced with that activity, people were very much questioning how do you get to the wish chamber, like how many wishing glass you need to get, like if you felt like you didn't get the loot goblin, you were like, oh, I didn't get the wish chamber. We found out statistically that most people had already surpassed the threshold they need to get to the wish chamber, but it just missing out things felt bad, and it initially kind of like hampers your desire to keep going because you might be like, well, I don't want to get to the very
You're
end.
using anarchy? Huh.
Weird. So to address that, the Warden's Judgment is kind of like a inactivity way to check how well you're doing.
Look
There'll
at
be a
that
buff on top of
shotgun
your screen
damage.
that
What the
it'll kind of dictate how well you're doing. So when you complete a
Holy
challenge or a
crap.
bonus objective, your Warden's Judgment will increase. It can get all the
I'm
way
gonna
up
have
favor
to
times
infuse
1
my
to 3.
succession,
You
or not my
do not
succession, my
complete
heritage.
the objective within the time limit, you will go down a level. And if you're in Warden's Punishment, the activity gets a little bit easier. We have less elites, less mini bosses, and our high value
These
targets
like
that are
new
called model
rooms,
prisoners,
or are they the
will be
older
elites,
ones?
and they
'Cause
give
I
you a revive
barely
token.
recognize any of these.
But the better you do, we have more things that are going to try to hamper you. We'll have traps in the arena. We'll have increased mini bosses, and when you're at favor times 3, the ultimate test, because you want to stay at that the whole time for max rewards. Your bonus objective time limits will be reduced by around 30%.
Okay.
So some things may take, maybe you have 2.5 minutes to complete something, and then it becomes 2 minutes. Or you have a minute and 30 seconds, and maybe it becomes just a minute, Like it gets
Oh
a little
my
bit
God.
Exactly. But that's kind of the core about this activity that makes it cool. People say that these activities kind of take a long time sometimes. You have
Challenge,
40,
find
50,
and
maybe
defeat the
60-minute
challenge of
activities.
event
The
time
better you
to
do,
Warden's
the Warden can
Judgment.
actually allow you to skip an encounter. And we've had in playtests, we've had runs that can last 28 minutes, 30 minutes, and that's when you're getting the most rewards. So this is kind of promoting like, maybe you'll get bad luck and have some bad encounters, but the more you run it, you'll get more experience. You'll understand kind of how the flow is, and you'll be able to get a lot of rewards really fast and kind of experience the whole Prison of Elders.
I
in
want to
this
see.
new light.
Can you explain
absolutely. I
the
mean, it'll
rewards a
do it,
bit more?
Yeah.
I'm gonna type that
I mean,
in
on
their
one hand,
chat.
to the community, what was that again? 28 minutes, you said?
28.
All right, when it comes out next week, the issue
They'll
has been
blow past
challenged.
that. Yeah, they'll blow past that.
No, I'm sure, but still, it's best to issue
Wait
a
for
challenge.
the solo run.
Yeah,
If
like,
you
I
get-
did this in
If
15
you can
episodes.
solo in under 28 minutes, I will give you a title that I bestowed on very few people. You will be that guy, and I will at you on Twitter or something.
That's all right. Well,
Not in game.
Not-
Just gonna,
not in game, not in game,
Yeah,
not in
this
game.
is just like a imaginary title.
Yeah,
Well,
I made that
yeah.
up just now. So.
He'll say it on Twitter. Blazing
On Twitter.
Muffins will give you a shout out on Twitter. But no, so it's kind of nice to have the
Fun, dude.
opportunity to sort of, I guess, if you're learning the activities, if you're kind of just, getting beaten down a little bit, you have a chance to build yourself up a bit, kind of get a sense of the
Only
battle arena, the
subscribers
mechanics
can.
in play.
I have to
build yourself up
subscribe.
to-
No, I can't
They are
recommend
Actually
anything to
showing one of
them.
My favorite features.
Please.
We tried to
Ah,
make
darn
a
it.
cool intro. So
Whoa.
this boss descends in
Wait.
from a thresher from the ceiling. So every
Do I?
every enemy race has
Not
their own
recognizing
kind of
any of these
mechanics. So the
rooms, like,
Hive, generally,
barely.
Their mechanics revolve around portals in the arena.
Yeah.
The Cabal are all about getting these explosive
Huh.
charges and blowing up things that are like immune. We'll see the dreads in a second, but the Scorns are about like getting these explosive explosive canisters and kind of making a makeshift explosive.
Destroyed armored Thresher.
Internally, I like to call it the junkyard
wow.
fantasy
Yeah.
because like it's kind of like all junky and rusted and stuff.
Tinkering and putting it together.
Yeah, you put it together and then it makes this really cool. Shout out Mikola for doing this. He also made Liminality Strike, so shout out to him. He made a really cool thing where like you see the explosion trail like kind of get to the big explosive.
Like a fuse.
Yeah, it's so cool.
No, I have to ask, why did it have to be a Thresher? Because I'm having some memories from Neomuna. This is scaring me already.
Well, Threshers are cool, and it's just...
Oh my
We
god.
have different boss silhouettes in Destiny. We don't often actually fight a Thresher as a boss, and the Thresher's not even the true boss, as we see a Scion and his Scion goons are the actual main bosses for this fleet. So this is like kind of the quasi-mechanic there, where it's like, you start off, you gotta kill the Thresher, and then, it's gone. We got like one of those Russian dolls and a bunch of Scions pop out and you gotta deal with them now.
I imagine just that the unstoppable Thresher meme basically popping up again, right? Yeah. So I mean, I gotta ask as well. Like this is an opportunity to kind of bring back this activity from Destiny 1 to kind of look at what was best about it.
We got something actually cool to show right here. Also.
Please, dive in.
So. Players are probably very much like
critical activate all
green?
energy
so
until warden's penalty.
Have been massively increased in like complexity, I believe.
Yeah.
So every time a boss starts, there's just a timer ticking down that we're not showing you, and then a critical objective will spawn. If you complete them or fail them, your warden's judgment will react accordingly. But what we ask you to do for these critical objectives are much more dangerous than like our normal stuff, which is like maybe get kills with abilities, get kills with the Scorch Cannon. This one is a certain level and below, all of it will be poison gas that does damage to you over time.
Yeah.
And the only way to turn it off is you have to turn off the switches that are also in the poison gas. So the warden servitor will be like, warning, poison gas, or whatever. And then you come in and it's like, all the time. I get at home just like by myself.
That was great. That was spot on.
To like nothing, and I'm like,
that's how I'm going to talk to my cat exclusively now. I can just tell.
I think he'll get a little scared though.
It's okay. He has to exist around me anyway. He's well.
Whoa.
Like chattering in the.
Yeah.
Why is there a rally banner and
chattering? I don't know.
And we see the warden's office. So that's what I call. That's not what it's called. But that's what I like to call it. Yeah. Every time you complete a boss, you will get pulled to this chamber where the warden will reward you based on how well you've done. This fire team has done very well. So they get 3 chests, and you get a rally banner that allows you to like kind of refresh your super and ammo and stuff before the next round. Yeah. And as we saw, we have like judgment, calculating, punishment, protocol, averted. If you're in the warden's punishment while he's judging you in this like kind of Monopoly style like mini game, a punishment will happen. I don't want to spoil what that is, but I think it'll be very smart. But as we see, they were able to skip the cryopod encounter. If you were like at a neutral or below, you would have to do that cryopod encounter again. But our fire team is good enough to skip it. So if you keep that momentum, you're able to skip that encounter every single time and kind of go through the prison much faster than you would normally.
Yeah. All right, really quickly, also, please feel free to keep jumping back in. I know there's a lot of stuff we're going to be checking out. But Taylor, I want to quickly bug you. With the arrival of Act 2, we're going to have a few new weapons being added to the overall loot pool. Can you tell us a little bit about kind of the new season, or pardon me, Act weapons, rather, that we're going to be having available to us?
Yeah, sure. So we have like 2 new seasonal weapons or Act weapons.
Got the SMG and the shotgun.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
There's an Arc Precision SMG, and then there's
Attrition orbs, right?
Yeah, Attrition Orb. Yeah, it's got a bunch of perk rolls on it, which we'll get to in a second.
Attrition Volt Shot.
A Void Precision Shotgun, which has some Dust Rock Blue jeans. If you,
very nice.
That's gonna be something I
We'll
want.
probably see the model in a few minutes, but the resemblance is uncanny.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of cool rolls for both of these, both for PvE and PvP.
Let's take a quick look.
Noxious Ventor.
So this one's got the new Arc perk, Jolting Feedback.
Not
It's
Volt
also got
Shot.
Loose Change, Attrition Orbs, and a few other things that really synergize pretty well. You can get like the Jolt on and then Loose Change procs.
Yeah.
And it just loops into itself.
Yeah.
And then the
Scavenger's
shotgun's got
Fate.
a bunch of rolls both for PvE and PvP. You can get Slide Shot closing time. You can get Discord stabilizing.
That is
rounds,
very
and
uncanny,
the shotgun
what he said.
changes that we did in this release, it will probably serve you pretty well. In
Yeah.
places.
Having dusted off my 7th Seraph CQC, I want to say thank you for those
classic.
changes, honestly. Yeah, never gets old.
It's nice how such a small change can actually make a pretty big difference.
Yeah,
especially when
seriously.
it's not even more damage.
Yeah. Also, with regard to the new shotgun, Obviously PvP or PvE rather is going to get some nice buffs. You were saying the repulsor brace, volatile rounds.
Yeah.
Accept those. But at any rate, there was a PvP role you were talking about earlier as well. Like it's going to have a lot of versatility in the same.
Oh yeah, it's got a lot of roles and it's precision frames, so I know it's like the most popular right now for PvP.
Yeah, I've been getting killed by those a lot these days. So in addition to these 2 new act weapons getting added to the pool, there's also one of the reprised ones as well that I'm personally pretty excited about for the season of the Splicer coming back.
What?
Grid Skipper.
Yes.
There it is.
Yeah, I have a very personal connection to this gun, so it was like one of my favorite things. I actually helped work on the original set of these when they first came out. But I did the rolls on these.
Oh my god.
It's got some classics.
Rapid fire pulse?
Some new rolls. Also, it's got a lot of options.
Oh.
Get some Zen Moment Headseeker PvP, probably pretty nice.
That's what I'm going to be going for.
My original classic roll was Killing Wind Multi-Kill Clip, which with the new Splice Origin will work pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm a compulsive reloader myself, so manning the pulse and getting that Splicer Surge going after a couple kills, it pretty much like negates the major downside of rapid fire pulses of being like pretty low handling and reload baseline.
That was the role you talked about in the TWID, right?
Probably, yeah.
Of all the people, you chose the legendary weapon instead.
So
for
with the
context.
past, talking about if you could have one weapon made a replica, what would you want? A bunch of other people said exotic, and I was the guy that said Grid Skipper.
I mean, it's a great answer.
Correct choice.
Yeah, honestly, There's no wrong choice in theirs, but yours was very correct. Let's be very clear.
A couple new PvE rolls as well. But,
Yeah.
There's a lot to look forward to. I'm going to be grinding this a lot.
Yeah.
I want to interject real quick because we're at a good time.
Yeah.
So this is the fire team went through it earlier, but this is a traversal section. So these are different than how they were in the coil. I also want to shout out every player who died to my spike traps in the coil. I did that on purpose.
How dare
I don't
you.
feel bad.
There's a lot of grudges being built in chat right now in real time.
So
I don't feel bad.
You're like an evil DM, honestly. It's so.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun to them.
You're
It's fun to
burning
me.
at like 2 a.m. and it's me screaming at my ceiling, Noah, why did you do that?
Exactly. I
just-
see all the comments and I do them like.
Just smiles. Yeah, he just feels better. Warms up his coffee. Yeah.
These are these are much shorter than they were in the coil, but their goal is in Contest of Elders specifically, not Tomb of Elders, which is like 1 lap.
Yeah.
These have their own challenges that players have to complete. So for this one, it was kill every enemy, defeat every enemy that's there. There are some that's like collect a bunch of like fallen lights. I can't remember what they're called. They're like energy signals, or like defeat a boss within a certain amount of time. So there's just more things to kind of challenge you and make these, like transitionary spaces a little bit more interesting. And so we have like Peace the Resistance right here. My son, everyone will be very excited to see this. This is one of my favorite intros.
The grand reveal. Yeah, let's see
Exactly.
here. And you were saying the Dreadnought Taken.
Oh, there he is, boys! I locked it and filed. Oh my god, he's back.
They're strong or anything, but because like
There he is.
More experience.
He's back, boys.
He's he was a model inmate.
Yeah.
So they were like we're asking from the best. All the warden liked him.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. He was always available for work after hours. He was hanging out in the library, reading up on the law, right?
Yeah, he was doing his community service, all the works.
So what's the mechanic we're seeing to play here as well, by the way?
So this mechanic is a bad pun. So for everyone who loves Rift or really has even played Excision, instead of Spark Runner buff, it is Dark Runner, where you're picking up splinters. You're picking up darkness splinters that give you stacks of Dark Runner up to like ×3, where it'll say like Dark Runner max. And then you dunk them in a Rift. And it changes based on like the encounter. For the normal Dread encounter, does something different. But in this, Psylocke will have a shield.
Different objective. It's happening right now too.
Oh yeah, we got the Rifleman is a critical objective, and the thing with that is there will be clones of the Rifleman that spawn around
Oh
the
my
arena.
god.
You have to find the real one. But the clone's damage is real too. So you gotta make sure that you're not in their line of sight.
Yeah.
All these critical objectives are meant to be
Defeat the Rifleman?
Yeah, they're not supposed to go easy on you.
Yeah, I mean they're critical.
It's not the Sandbox of Elders, it's the Tomb.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Thank you.
They die.
Loving how dynamic all this is too, because even like through our practice runs and all that, we've seen a bunch of different modifiers and different objectives pop up.
This is if I was to describe what design's goal was for this in one word, it would be variable. There's so much that can change from a given run. Is really trying to embody roguelite to like its fullest. You'll have different pathways every time, which is like you'll go to different cell blocks in different orders.
Yeah.
You'll have different objectives that'll pop up, different critical objectives, and you'll have different modifiers and like all this stuff. And based on how well you do, the dynamic, like enemies are harder or easier based on how well you do. Like it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. And I hope players can I'm looking at Dado and Astacross, make a good guide for this.
Yeah.
Because this is a big one. But I think that the more people play, they'll kind of understand the mode a lot more. And there's a lot to offer, I think. And we're not going to show the treasure chamber, unfortunately, but that's kind of the whole thesis. We want everyone to get to that treasure chamber and feel like however they played, they can get paid out based on how well they did.
Definitely.
And my goal was, even if you're at the worst level, if you're at Warden's Punishment ×3, you're able to get to the max rewards in one lap.
Yeah. Just might take you a little bit longer.
Yeah, you just have to be kind of dialed in.
Yeah.
It'll be the phrasing of like, oh, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Exactly.
You got to earn these
You
rewards.
got to say it in a Varric's voice, though, too.
Oh, I'm not.
The
We'll get
Warden
back
has
to that.
so many lines. I want to shout out Olivia on narrative for writing all the lines.
Yeah.
He has, I think, I don't even know. I'm not going to make a number up right now, but he has a bunch, and they range from being, I'm very proud of you, to come on, man, you got to do a little better than that.
Yeah,
it kind of pushes you to kind of just want to make him proud.
Yeah, he's not mad. He's just disappointed.
Disappointed.
Yeah, exactly. Dylan is the father here. He's used to saying that to me.
I don't use the slang like you do.
That's it. I mean, I got that Skibbity Ohio riz, unfortunately. But
what was that?
moving right along. Actually, while we have a second here, Taylor, I wanted to go ahead back to you.
Yeah.
Actually, we've got some new artifact mods joining this time around as well. Do you mind if we take a look and kind of walk through and see what we got here?
Yeah. So we've got the last episode. Sorry. We have a new row unlocking in Act 2. These are all close quarters themed. So
melee armor,
discount for
energy
all
cost,
your melee
armor
mods.
mods.
An improvement to emergency reinforcements, which I think is you get a heal when you're low health.
What is that one? The
We've
thick
got
of it.
a way to get armor charge while you're surrounded. The boost there gives
This
you
is
more
not
weapon
real,
handling
right?
And charge rate for swords.
And the boost comes from tonics, right?
Yeah. So there'll be new tonics.
Oh,
nice.
This, I think, is a
Curative
variant of one of the older mods that is when you break a combatant shield, you get an orb of power. And then the boost on this actually is going to be really nice, which is picking up an orb of power or elemental pickup or tangle gives you a bit of health, which kind of replicates the leg armor mods, which you can run both, or you can
grind
just
your
configure
small.
a slot for
That could be used.
run
Curative
Stasis
works.
Hunter with a new helmet, and that's
Too
gonna be
bad.
pretty good for that.
Yeah.
and
Not
also just for
horrible.
staying alive in this activity since it's kind of spicy.
Someone who's been a very punchy punch hunter these days with my Rorschach build, as I call it.
Yep.
Those there's a lot of mods in this row that I'm really looking forward to having.
Tomb of Elders activities are very claustrophobic. I think shotguns in close range is definitely going to be king here.
I can't wait.
And we got
Arc compounding, arc source deals
enemy
increased
density.
damage to
Yeah.
blind
Density
targets.
and Destiny is just getting there.
And then arc compounding, which I believe was maybe in an older artifact.
That could be
just arc
good.
sources
That
deal
could
more
be
damage to
interesting.
blinded targets, which might actually pair really well with the changes that got done to Exteris, since the moths there will be blind to blind for yourself, and then also it's a grenade launcher, so it kind of gets to double dip with all the grenade launcher mods in this.
And to that end as well, quickly for anyone who may not read through every patch note necessarily, quick update, what were the changes you guys made to Exteris?
Yeah, we did some QL stuff, get a little bit more ammo, but the main thing was flattening out the projectile behavior a bit, so it goes a little bit higher velocity, less gravity, so you can more easily hit stuff from range. And then if you get multiple direct hits quickly, you also get a moth in the same way that you would on the kill trigger. So let's scale into some
What
higher
the
difficulty
heck are they
combat a bit
doing to
easier,
this grenade launcher?
It does some work if you have like one big target to just lay into.
Yeah. All right, we're going to get back to some gameplay here in a second, but really quickly before we move on as well, we were talking before the show, there are some changes happening to roaming supers as well.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so you may have seen earlier we had our Warlock here on Stasis Lock, but one of the things we're doing in this Act 2 patch is we're buffing all the roaming supers. So for context, that's like your Storm Trance, Vista Havoc, where you're in the super for a while, versus the one-shot supers like Nova Bomb, Tether, etc. We're making a change so that the damage-based rechargers, specifically in PvE.
Right, yes, only in PvE, not PvE.
Wonderful.
You'll be charged, like through active combat, you'll be charging the roaming supers, but like 2 to 3 times faster than normal.
Yeah.
So it's like a pretty big swing with the kind of the idea that you want to move these a little bit closer to your neutral game.
Yeah.
Or something you feel more comfortable popping like on cooldown.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like you need to keep it when you kind of need it. You can use it pretty actively.
Isn't
you can
Song
get
of Flame considered roaming?
Yeah.
Like relatively quickly.
Yeah, you use the I think a great analogy earlier of like it's not the hyper potion in your backpack you hold on to forever because
Yeah,
you
we want to try and break that habit. We understand it's like it's a hard habit to kick.
As someone again who uses the super basically only in the final phase of any boss fight.
Yep, yeah, it's years and years of Destiny have trained me very well to do that too. So it was interesting seeing in playtest because took people a bit to kind of adapt to it, but once we got used to how quickly they're coming back, it was like a lot of fun because it opens up a lot more things too. Because like now there's a bunch of exotics that are tied to roaming supers that are kind of just instantly more valuable without needing to change a whole lot of stuff.
Totally,
so it shakes things up. Get some options.
Yeah, it sounds enticing for like Onslaught, Coil, Tomb of Elders.
Yeah,
like now you have more ad
where you
stuff.
like the objective is speed.
Yeah.
Versus just like burst damage or something.
Right. Yeah, and just upping that versatility factor, honestly, of all of
yeah,
it, you know?
Yeah, just bringing some other stuff kind of back in the limelight.
Yeah, no, very excited. The build crafters out there in the audience, you've got your work cut out for you now. Go ahead and start adjusting those variables in your various spreadsheets and everything.
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
You see the spreadsheets. When I eat lunch, I sometimes just on a video and I'm like, let me see what the meta is.
Yeah.
Care about.
Dear Mactix, tell me what my build is today. Yeah, no.
Then you have your all internally where it's like, what's my meta going to be in a month? What should I start saving now?
Yeah,
I will admit, I had also, when I got a sneak peek at Alethanim, I went home that day and built like a stasis loadout just in preparation for it, more or less. The stand-in was I can't remember the name of it at any rate, but the exotic scout rifle.
Oh, wait, what, Demon's Tale? Or
from Season of the Deep?
The stasis one.
Oh, Wicked Implement.
Thank you, Wicked Implement. There we go. This is.
Oh, sorry, I had to.
Thank you.
Scroll back my brain a bit.
I appreciate it. There's only one scout rifle in my brain, and it's just the Dead Man's Tale. So
yeah, that's why we were just talking about that earlier. I went to that.
Yeah.
What about Wicked Implement?
All right, so we've obviously got a lot of great stuff arriving with the season in terms of the activity and weapons. But Dylan, I want to turn my attention solely to you. In addition to the cool content being added, you've got some notes prepared. I see. We've got some cool stuff.
What?
Have notes.
Huh? What?
All right, everyone.
Huh?
Going.
Cooking?
We've got some cool stuff arriving in the form of. Let's go ahead and start from the top. We're doing a partnership with Street Fighter.
Yeah.
What?
Can you tell us a little bit about the cool stuff that we're going to have available through that partnership?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Please, may you tell us?
This does not surprise me.
There we go.
So you've seen a few things through gameplay. We have a bunch of cosmetics. Like
this
the
was
first
coming.
thing you can see here,
This was definitely coming.
Set of ghosts. So we got your.
Yep, there it is.
Your Chun-Li. I wouldn't want my ghost to get into a fist fight with the with any of the bosses really, but that one looks like they could take.
The Ryu one's pretty swole, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch every face of the witness.
there's a lot, so you better get to work.
Yeah. And then one of our players has actually been running around with a Blanca helmet, which is so it's not one class that gets this. It's going to be universal ornament.
Oh.
The helmet goes on all characters, Hunter, Titan, Warlock, which is going to be great. And then with the roaming super changes, like you can throw on your Titan Arc super, you can throw on Storm Trance, and go and kind of role play with some of that electricity, right?
Yeah, honestly, just really live up that fantasy of being Blanca after all this time. Maybe not as swole as him necessarily, but still, it's a step in the right direction.
Speak for yourself, Andy.
Okay, stop. All right.
Yeah,
we all know, Noah, that you're just way cooler than all of us. Okay, stop rubbing it in.
As long as
I wonder if like the hair on top can change the shader. That'd be kind of cool.
So there are also 3 finishers. You might have seen those sprinkled in through the gameplay. Lightning Kick, Spinning Bird, Hadouken.
What?
Are you kidding me? Okay, I need to get my hands on that. That's coming in my character build.
Significantly better. Significantly
Lightning
better.
Kick.
Then we got some emotes that we can show off too, which are.
Oh, I'm so happy that they added the Kung Fu emotes in this.
Let's see what we can see here.
Perfect.
Gameplay's on screen, anyway.
There we go.
There we go, yes. All right, so we've got some emotes to show off as well. Let's start with the...
What's this one?
With the group emote here.
This one's
I love time to fight.
Are you kidding me?
And winner. God. And then we got a bonus level, bonus round. Let's go.
What the heck is that?
Not exactly Civic, but it's just as much fun to go ahead and beat up.
I want to do a shout out to every Guardian in the tower. 1997 Honda Civic Adept. I see you. I love you.
It's an important role to play, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good. This is going to be my new Trials intro. I can already tell.
Then we actually have a segue on screen already with the armor that has been adorned.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and rotate over there with the arrival.
What
as well
the
at
frick is that?
Is going to be making its return as well on December 10th, I believe.
Let me check my notes. Yes, December 10th. Yeah, 10 a.m. right at reset. We'll have the Dawning.
Hey!
For our armor is going to be a Dragon, which is really
That
great.
is so
And the team
cool.
did a bunch of really good work.
I
on
want Dawning
shader
Welcome. That's
application.
my
We've
main
seen your
shader
feedback
right
tons
now.
of times on, hey, I want my shaders to look pretty on all the armor that I'm getting.
Yeah.
This knocks it out of the park, especially with that Celestial Star map in the wings. So
Yeah.
each
Oh!
class is going to get their
Oh,
Dragon Orb.
Seven
It's gonna be great
Sister,
fun.
the shader, that would
These
look
armor sets,
so
you can
good
get,
with that.
Silver or Bright Dust. So if you've been doing all your Pathfinders, shout out to the team on the Pathfinder changes in the last episode launch.
Yeah,
Bright
good
Dust,
stuff,
so
you guys.
You can get these armors pretty quick. And then Dawning, yeah, we're going to have your favorite cookie baking activities coming back, going around to all of your different vendors, giving them nice treats, giving some raisins to Eris, that kind of stuff.
Right.
There have been a couple of quality of life changes that I want to call out from the team. Here. Let's see. Dark Frosting. So it's not just going to be Stasis anymore. Both of your Darkness subclasses, Strand and Stasis, are going to make that easier. And then for every Guardian out there that's been saying, hey, this specific ingredient is not dropping for me, we're upping the drop rates for all of them. So if you're using Void, trying to get that null taste.
What the heck are you guys cooking
A
today?
little bit more frequently.
Oh my god!
Stop it. Okay. Don't
Well, yeah, you're the
Yeah, literally stop it. This is cooking.
Classic Taylor.
What the heck is happening?
Dawning Engrams are coming back. We have Focusing. You can actually earn double perks as well.
What?
So if you're trying to get the new linear fusion rifle,
What
with some
the
spicy rolls, it's
Bro.
going to be nice to earn.
No way.
To a couple in the columns, but if we could get a preview.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
you're
Burst,
kidding me,
beautiful
right?
fusion
We're not
rifle,
gonna actually.
There's already
Oh
great
my
spicy rolls
god.
on the screen right now. So on the left column, internally we call
Adaptive
it
Void
Mox
3 Burst.
What is what's the actual
Withering Gaze.
Withering Gaze,
Aim down
bait and
sights for a bit,
switch.
and then you can act.
What the
Oh, sorry.
frick is that?
You can weaken your targets, and then in the right column, bait and switch. So amp up your damage, weaken your target. That's actually going to be a pretty spicy
Oh my
roll.
lord!
Vice
And it
Stinger
gets
too, you
Vice
get a
Stinger
bunch of your ammo
too.
back. But if you're actually worried about ammo, Envious Arsenal, it's one of the hottest perks of this season or of this episode. Sorry, this act. Those are going to pair really well in this linear that's coming out.
Bait and switch has become the darling child of my heavy ammo.
Oh
squad,
my
so I'm excited to
god.
see this. Also, I think we were talking earlier, after being such big fans of Stormcaller, seeing another adaptive burst, linear fusion rifle on the map was pretty exciting, honestly. Storm Chaser. Thank you, Storm Chaser. My mistake.
Yeah,
that was a test.
Storm-themed content. In that game.
Storm-themed content, dude. They cooked with this. I swear.
So he was like, I need that gun.
I need that as well in my arsenal. That sounds pretty
and then
juicy.
Outside of the new weapon, there are going to be a bunch of reprised weapons with new roles. So your fusion rifle, pulse rifle, glaive, sword, and the machine gun. Shout out to
Go back to that, please.
Glacioclasm. You may
Go
see
back
it
to
in
that
people
for
may
us. We
shake
want
your
to
fist
see
at it
that.
Times, but there are going to be some more rolls.
After seeing you in that Bungie Foundation stream, just mopping the floor with people with fusions, I fully expect this to be added.
Oh
into your
man,
farm.
I'm super happy that there are
Fusion rifle,
some
let's
really
go.
good perks to these
We
weapons.
can't be friends anymore.
I mean, on Glacioclasm,
Chat
there's
wants to
gonna
see
be
the
low
exotic.
closing
We
time,
saw it.
so push
It's
out that
there.
range, tighten up
How
that
do we
column,
get it?
that'd be great.
Stop it right now. You're
probably
giving everyone
correct.
ideas,
No,
Dylan.
but-
Okay?
Sorry, what was that?
It's tough enough to get to the lighthouse these days. You're giving everyone ideas, all right?
Yeah, I hope they come in and ruin my day. It makes for great clips. I mean, so strange coins are actually going to be added to the Dawning gifts as well.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
with Festival of the Lost, you could get the exotic class items with candy and that kind of stuff. With Dawning, you're going to get higher drop rate of those strange coins from giving out those gifts, and then you can go to Zur. You can get your exotic class items or the Zerf board actually too.
Oh, nice. So
it's not necessarily a catch-up
Well done.
mechanic, but we know, hey, you might not be going into Strikes or Crucible and earning strange coins, so we're trying to spread the love a bit.
Nice.
So
we'll
good.
get what we deserve.
Very good.
I keep
Pretty
setting
good.
you up
Yeah.
for these, and then I just regret.
No, thank you. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll do you a solid. Set you up for one. We have one more cool little thing actually. There's a new fashion set that's being added to Act 2 as well. The players have been pretty excited about it. They may have caught wind of it, but can you tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here, Dylan?
So, by the power of the moon, the team has done absolute beautiful work on some Doki Doki Destiny sets. We got your Warlock and your Titan
that's
there,
what that
showing off
is.
their fashion, pondering an orb, if you will. But yeah, I mean, this has been a set long time coming. We hope players enjoy throwing on some bows, some ribbons, and just having a fun time in fashion. If you want to go super black and be gothic cutesy set, that's going to be...
It's a great time for that, honestly.
Right.
This is available through Silver.
This is going to be Silver and Bright Dust.
And
so
Bright Dust,
again,
okay.
Yeah, if you're going in doing your Pathfinders, all that kind of stuff, yeah, it'll be available in Eververse for Bright Dust or Silver.
It's gonna be a good time.
Well done.
Fashion life.
Right. Fashion is the true end game.
Destiny is going to be really dialing it up.
Let's see. Any other notes? Oh, I do want to give a shout out.
Oh, please.
Yeah, I mean, like at the top of the show, I was saying I'm an emissary of the team, but ultimately there are a ton of people that make cool content. Like we have Noah Taylor here right now, but big thank you to Mike Profeta, Joshua B, CJ Payne, Brad Fisher, Mercules, and Michelle on test as well for working on a bunch of these sandbox changes, a bunch of these dawning goodies.
Yeah.
There are a ton of unsung heroes at Bungie from
I gotta tweet this god. I gotta tweet him right now to please bring me back my shader. I needed possession of that.
No, I mean, it's nice. Let's make those thankless jobs ones that get a lot of thanks. Honestly, they deserve it for all the
I have a shout out also. I want to
Please.
shout out Keenan for everything you saw in Tomb of Elders and contest, every arena. He had made it himself, and it is beautiful as we've seen. So I want to shout out Keenan and Olivia. I already shouted her out earlier, but I'll just do it again.
Never hurts. Yeah. Taylor, anyone you got for you?
Yeah, Vivian on the Scorn weapons and that origin perk.
Yeah.
Matt Dowling for all his work on the release.
Yeah.
And then Denny for something we might talk about in a bit.
Interesting.
We'll get to that.
What an interesting little tease that is.
Yeah, I mean, teams are stronger than heroes is one of the Bungie pillars.
Yeah.
And it's like in the game, this is where you see it in full force because everything is made by so many hands.
Yeah, honestly, that's something I always say. Is nothing ever happens here in a vacuum, right? Like it takes a lot of people to come together. This coalescence of technical and artistic skills, like really make a lot of cool stuff happen. So, we'll obviously make sure and give additional thanks at the end. But to our compatriots at Bungie that are here even now, working hard, continuing to build all of the next chapters of Destiny, thank you all so much.
Thank you so much.
appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you have any other notes?
I think. Oh yeah, last thing. We've had a lot of players asking about Iron Banner.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, November 26th. So the week after the act launches,
Okay.
we'll have Iron Banner coming back with a new armor set and a couple new weapons that a certain somebody might have
A couple
details
new
on.
weapons. Can you give us a tease? There was a sidearm. I remember we were talking about a little bit earlier. Yeah.
Stasis, rocket sidearm with choke clip. I think some people have already found that.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be available soon.
I just like all those words, honestly.
Forever sit in that slot.
Yeah, I cannot wait, honestly.
Can't wait to get
Argon
that.
Thunder, baby. Get your machine gun on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's been a while. Just even the look of that one, honestly, I'm smitten by. But
yeah,
that nice classic solar machine gun is a lot of fun.
Yeah, but we'll have a ton of twids between now and end of December when we go dark. But we'll have a bunch of stuff on Iron Banner. Dawning, all the goodies in there. We have a bake-off event that's going to be going on in the game where you can earn some cosmetics and emblems.
Yeah.
And, we have a lot of good content in this act going through the end of the year.
Very nice. Excellent. Well, we also, as is the case with these streams, we're getting near the end of our agenda here for today. But as is the case typically, we're going to leave you with just one more thing as well.
The exotic weapon.
As a quick heads up, the launch of Act 3, pardon me, is going to be on January 7th. So given that that's right after 2025 rolls around, many of us will be at home spending time with our families and loved ones, or if you're like me, sitting around just playing more Destiny. So as a result, we won't be actually having an Act 3 stream. So unmark those calendars for the stream, but make sure you log in that day, because with the arrival of Act 3, shortly after the arrival or right when it launches, we'll defer that to a twid to make sure we get that date spot on. There's going to be a new exotic weapon quest arriving as well, and with it, a new exotic shotgun as well that we're going to actually take a look at here today. Now, the name of the quest we're not going to spoil for you because it has some story implications, but Taylor, I'd love to put you on the spot real quick. Can you tell us a little bit about what we're looking at here?
Yeah, so this is Slayer's Fang. It's a pretty unique slug shotgun. Where it fires a single slug round that once it impacts
gameplay not final,
target
subject
or
to change. Nice.
Surface,
Good job,
like
Bungie.
environment, the slug shatters in a bunch of secondary projectiles. And then once you get a kill, you get true sight for a short period of time, and then the shattered projectiles will weaken targets that they hit, and they get a bit smarter with their tracking.
Very nice.
It's also got a pretty unique reload.
Yeah.
For a shotgun.
Crystal in that?
Yeah, it's like a small void crystal. Like I think the theme is like the projectiles are like hitting surface and they shatter in a bit.
Yeah.
We went down as a squad of 9. We're turned into void crystals and are now in an exotic weapon.
Hey, I mean,
What?
We turned
What?
Huh?
Comes guns or bullets.
You can't. No. You can't be serious about that, right, Bungie? Right?
It's not shell by shell.
There's no way.
So it's the whole magazine up front, not necessarily. Okay.
There's no way, bro.
I'm already
I
mentally trying to
swear.
build this into as many loadouts as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Being
Your Falcon?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
very
I think he just made.
curious
I think he
if,
just made a
the
reference to the
Novak
strike,
Plans
but
Titans
that might scare
have
me a
it.
little bit.
Well, they will now.
Yeah. Also benefits from the shotgun changes that happen.
Yeah,
That's
true.
sworn sight. What does that even do?
They use this.
Yeah.
Craftable?
Yes. Yeah. So like kind of past couple quests I've done with this, like Acquire 1, etc. Be a bunch of things to do in the activity, intrinsic levels to unlock, and a handful of catalysts that have some interesting interactions with how the gun works itself.
Very nice. All right, so the theory crafters in the audience are going to have plenty to sink their teeth into.
Yes, and a few other maybe secret things to do.
Maybe secret things. All right, that's cool. Well, when
maybe secrets.
Maybe secrets are maybe cool.
Things for you to find out.
Yeah, we'll wait for the YouTubers to make their Pepe Sylvia wall of all the different secrets that exist in there at some point. But for now, that actually leads us to the end of our series of events. My page of notes has gone ahead and concluded. So today we actually had a quick chance to go ahead and dive in and take a look, at a little bit of what's to arrive with Act 2 of episode Revenant. Huge thanks to Noah for walking us through the Contest of Elders and the new Team of Elders. Much appreciated. Taylor, thank you a ton for walking us through some of the weapons that are going to be arriving, along with some other sandbox changes that are going to be going along.
Absolutely. I love talking about this stuff.
Yeah, honestly, it's been a great time. It's been, even just before the stream, sitting in here just going through it all has been so much fun. So thank you all for joining us. And of course, to Dylan for kind of walking us through a little bit of what's to come, including the stuff with the Dawning, the Street Fighter 6 partnership, the Doki Doki set that is no jokey jokey. Thank you, Dylan. We appreciate you taking the time.
No worries.
Had to get one more in.
Good. I'm sorry.
I'll never be free.
I'm excited to go home and get some hot dogs from Garden of Salvation that this man worked on. So I mean, sorry, Deep Sights. So
Tomato to hot dog. It's all right. It works out well.
What is going on?
We're all going mad in here. No. So thank you again to all you fine folks in the audience for joining us. To our fire team behind the scenes, obviously, Ashley, Justin, and Peyton, as always, for doing the heavy lifting. Thank you all so much for taking the time to join us. To the incredible crew here in-house that has the distinct challenge of trying to make me look good, thank you all so much. It's a joy to be a part of something like this. And then, of course, ultimately, from all of us in here to all you out there, thank you for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate getting a chance to hang out with you and show off a little bit of what we've been working on. But in the meantime, make sure to go ahead and follow us at Destiny the Game on Twitter, Facebook, really your platform of choice. And otherwise, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you all Starside.
Later, Bungie. Okay, now, how do I claim this emblem? And I claimed it. Alright. So now we should have that. Alright. That's it, chat. Thank you, Bungie. Appreciate it. Alright. Now that we got through that today, let's see what other goodies that we want to do today in today's stream. Where's web browser? I gotta find it. Ah, here we go. Keep scrolling past it by too much. Alright, let's load our game back up. Go equip this emblem, see it in game so people can figure out where to find it. So just make sure, chat, if you guys are looking to get this emblem, again, you had to watch 15 minutes of the Bungie live stream today, and this is a limited time emblem. Bungie will have their thing up and running for a little bit, so that you guys have that limited window to go get that. Otherwise, it is what it is. But we're gonna go ahead and move along with the rest of the stream for today. Show you guys where you can redeem this emblem. I'm not sure what else was gonna be planned for the rest of the day. We don't have much going on. I mean, if I wanted to do something today more Destiny related, I could probably farm the new dungeon if I wanted, but I'm kind of going to put that on hold for now until next week, kind of, a little bit, maybe. But other things I want to share are, what else do I got? Again, if you guys are trying to unlock those new emotes, I'm going to reveal how you get them. If you sub to tier 2 and tier 3, you'll get those new emotes to use. Or if you randomly pull them with your points, you can do that as well. What else do I have to share today? Let's see, where is this new emblem? So if I go to Flare, account, general, it's under general. Okay, now let's scroll through here. See if we have this baby anywhere. Okay. Why do I not see the emblem anywhere? I claimed it, but I'm not seeing it. Is it in seasons? Decennium. Fell Revival. Okay, let me exit the game, because I gotta actually redeem this. Let's have a look-see. Because I went to Twitch and I claimed the reward. Right? So wait a minute. Now that that's claimed... Let me go connect. Give me like a few minutes, chat. I gotta do this stuff because I don't know why. Make sure I get my actual rewards. Make sure my stuff is linked. Okay. It is linked, but the only question is where... Black Ops 6 launch watch incentives. End date Wednesday, November 13th. That's tomorrow. Go to a participating live channel while playing. Ah, so I can do that. So now that I've connected again, let's see, does it actually load up in my actual game now? On this day 4 years ago, Assassin's Creed Valhalla was released. Oh, nice. Okay, music's going back on. So where do we claim this emblem at? Flare. Seasons, right? Account. Nope. General. Guardian Glam. What the heck? watched the 15 minutes, but the emblem's not appearing anywhere. Say unlocked by a special offer. I wonder, do I need to go to the tower to claim it? No.
You remind me of someone I haven't seen for a long, long time.
That's interesting. Why we're not getting the rewards? Suave and Silicon Frontier. Where are those emblems at? Here.
Don't think that's gonna fly.
But I don't see him here.
She said this is our new priority. Just gonna take a minute here. Cryptarchs have been scanning the outer system for months.
So it would technically be on the front page. And it said clean.
Just gonna take a minute here.
I did claim it. So I don't know what happened, like why I can't see it. So I'm gonna exit the game. See here. Alright. Relaunch it again. Flare, wait a minute. Is it in my dim inventory? General. Why do I not see it? Weird. All right. I don't know why I can't get the emblem, and I redeemed my code for it. Darn. Huh. That's how you view all these. Very cool. I don't know why we didn't get the emblem. That's so weird. May need to refresh your Destiny 2 inventory to see the new emblem. I claimed it though. So like, what is the deal? I claim this. Yep. Connect. What does it say to do? I got the watch time. I claimed it from Twitch. Sometimes you might need to refresh your Destiny 2 inventory to see the new emblem. Go to your Bungie.net profile, navigate to partner rewards to see if the drop is listed as earned. Rewards. No. Back. Rewards. It's not even saying anything. I can't even find that page anymore. There's not even a thing called partner rewards anymore. Go to your Bungie.net, navigate to partnered rewards to see if the drop is listed. Oh, go Bungie.net, go to settings, then redeem codes. Oh, okay. Bungie.net, yep, thank you. Destiny 2. Redeem codes, yep. Partner rewards. If you're missing on a Twitch drop reward that you earn, you may need to refresh your rewards. Ah, here we go. Okay, wait a minute. Let me exit now. Okay, refresh. We begin in the stars. That's why. So we have to go, in order to get new emblem rewards from watching from Twitch streamers. That's why I didn't get the... Okay, we begin in the stars. Because I haven't updated this since then. Let me save that. Name this... Twitch live stream emblem redemption if not working. Done. Okay. Now let's see if we have the emblem. Go to Steam. Destiny. And then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do today, because I need to get back into the swing of playing Destiny more, because, it's been a minute. Now, if I go to here, flare, should be, aha, bingo, there you are. I'll keep note of that next time. If they ever make new emblems for Twitch, always refresh your redemption page. I did not know that. That's good to know now for the future. Wonderful. Thank you, Bungie. I'm gonna click that now. Alright. Ooh, speaking of Catalyst, I know what we're gonna work on. Click that. Xonics, Power Weapon. Salvation's Grip. I need to get this Catalyst done. Go into Neptune. Normal, Campaign, Breakneck, Launch. Garden of Salvation, which I already have all my weapons from. That.
Just so we're clear, if the Cloud Ark is lost, what does that mean for the Neomuni?
All our citizens have uploaded their consciousness into the Cloud Ark. No Cloud Ark means lights out for everyone in Neomuna.
Ah, so it's bad. Got it. That's another one of those pockets of darkness energy. Should we get a closer look? Hey, it worked that time. Why did it work that time? It's like you're pulling on some kind of invisible ropes. I'm detecting those sources as a concentration of energy coming from a common source. It's got to be the veil. Like some sort of magnetic field all around the moon. Let's keep an eye out for more of those.
11%. Okay. Whoops. Alright. %38 on that baby. Darn. Okay, what's the progress on this baby now? 48%? Nice. 70%. All right. And there we go. Masterwork objective complete. We're done with that. Rhyme Stealer, okay. Pretty much all that is. Bye-bye, Salvation's Grip. Alright, we're done with that. Oh, Catalyst, or wait a minute, no we're not. Hold on. What are we missing? Kinetic weapon slot. Oh, the Elite Neom. So that would be okay, that's next week. Alright. What else do we have to do? Got Pedro's Kinetic Tremors on that thing, so that's gonna be nice. Beat bosses and strikes. Okay. What much do we have in the vault? Oh my god. That ain't gonna get used. That's not gonna get used. I have 3 Vanguard rewards. I'm gonna go speak to Zavala. Wait.
Are you ready?
Wicked Sister, what did we get on this one? Quick Draw, Reverberation. That's a dismantle. Another Wicked Sister with Slice and Reverberation. Auto-loading mini frags. Let's see here. And the final one. What do we get on this baby? Quick Draw High Ground. That's another dismantle. People were farming bygones the other day. How many Gamut Engrams? I have 4. So I'll go speak to Drifter. Go claim myself some of that. People were freaking out about bygones. I don't know why. But I'm gonna get my hands on it.
It's the chosen one. Slay any hive gods lately?
Rider sights, focus decoding. Alright. Bygones.
Don't break that, alright?
Got under pressure osmosis. I don't know what the ideal role is for this thing. Bygones can roll with a lot of interesting perks. And it's a, what frame is this? It's the adaptive pulse. Ah. I wonder why people were going crazy for it, though. I'm really curious. Lone Wolf Kill Clip. Creates these effects when no nearby allies and Kill Clip. Ooh. Light Mag and Hammer Forged. Be pretty decent. Alright, moving on.
Don't break that, alright?
Demo Frenzy. Ricochet. Fluted Barrel. Bygones. Ooh, demo. Oh my. High cal, arrowhead break, stability masterwork, demolitionist, and headseeker. It's not bad. It's pretty good actually. I'll have to try that in the Crucible or in Iron Banner when it returns. Speaking of which, Iron Banner returns on the 26th of November. Which I'll be grinding that for the rocket sidearm. What do you have for us today, Ada?
Welcome back.
Nothing that I need, unfortunately.
I'm here next time you need me.
Oh yeah, this is our last chance to get these armor items. Would I ever use these, though? Honestly, I don't think I will. I'm gonna be real. I like the belt. I really like that. It looks kind of cool. But that's part of the chest plate, isn't it? Yeah. I do kind of want the helmet, though.
A triangular splice improves rigidity, but reduces tensile strength. Interesting.
Luminous cocoon. Interesting. Not much happening. I mean, I can't do that. I could do some of those, but I'm not really interested in them. Complete all encounters in the Vespers host dungeon solo without leaving the activity. I could do that one. Defeat Revenant Barons. Get the final armor piece and complete all acts of the quest. Okay, I need to go to Bungie rewards. How long do I have until I can get these triumphs completed? Bungie store. I'm not worried about the other one. I'm worried about the dungeon one is the main one. That's the one I need to find out. Okay, let's put this on my screen. Close that. I can shrink this down. Okay, I know this is really bright, but let's look at... Where are ya? Aha, Unleashed. Okay. Special reward offers available to only players who complete the Unleashed title in Destiny 2 by February 4th. Ooh. November, December, January, February. So that's 4 months yet. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I still got another month yet. I could bounty prep, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm kind of gonna wait until Act 2 quest things kind of die down a bit. So wait, yeah, after the week of Iron Banner, I'm probably gonna do it. Most likely. That's probably what I'll do. And then, yeah, okay, we can close that tab. Well, that's pretty much all we can do for today. I mean, we did the catalyst. Yeah. Oh well. We should probably look at the Aegis spreadsheet in case there's anything worth noting, because I haven't looked at this spreadsheet in a while. Bookmarks for Destiny. Right here. Oh my god, it's really bright. See if he's updated this since then. Okay, there we go. Shopping list. Iron Banner, yep. Okay, yep. Go to day 1, see if his day 1 builds have changed. He hasn't fixed that yet. Shotguns. Fusions, yep. Grenade launchers. Okay, I have both of those. Glaives. Rake angle. Close to melee, Impulse amplifier led from gold. What did I get on my adept ones? Let me see. Right here. Oh yeah, close to melee, led from gold. This is my best one right there. Already. This is Impulse Vorpal. Yeah, get rid of the Impulse Vorpal. We're not gonna be using that? No. we're not going to be using that, so that can go. Okay, let's move along with the chart. Trace rifles. Does anything else change? Chronophage I have crafted. Rocket sidearms. We're waiting to get the one from Tuesday after the release of Act 2. I have all these LMGs crafted. I got my set rolls on those. Swords. Debatable. Haven't used swords in a while. Tomorrow's answer, which is for trials. Better than Apex? Really? I'll need to get me one of those. Fragments. Aspects. Subclasses. Encounters. Okay, yeah. There's not much has changed on this spreadsheet since then. Okay. That kind of adds up for that. Alrighty then, well. What do I want to do today then? I could do solo dungeon, but I'm not trying to solo flawless it. Yeah, maybe not now. Probably maybe later. Hopefully Xur sells a class item. That might be able to get me by, but we don't know for sure, so. Alright. Chad, I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not much really going on, really. I mean, I could bounty prep, I could go solo the dungeon, but we're kind of gonna save that for later for now. Kind of just save our energy, relax for a bit. We'll be back again next week, and maybe this weekend actually we might be streaming the new dungeon. But I gotta kind of like get some notes, jot some stuff down, kind of do some strats, and then I'm gonna end up attempting it. Not for flawless, but at least solo at least, so I can buy my seal and get that juicy medallion of my medallion of collections. Other than that, what else? Not much is happening after that, so that's gonna probably be it for now, boys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. See you guys.